everyone, so today's video is going to be all about how my autism affects my reading. Now, I wasn't planning on filming another video today because I've already filmed like two, and my body can't usually take filming another one, but my cat is currently sitting on my bed, so if he stays seated throughout this entire video, I am gonna finish the video, and if he leaves at any point, I am gonna stop and just continue this video like another time. So yeah, I will maybe have like two outfits during this video, but yeah, I'm gonna see how long he stays seated, and until then I'm gonna start this video. So yeah, now this video is specifically for Autism Acceptance Month. So yeah, I just wanted to make a video about how different aspects of my autism like affect my reading. And the first one that I'm gonna start with is noise. Now, I'm someone who's kind of like a sensory seeker when it comes to noise. Like, I usually like it when I have music or like lo-fi music specifically to listen to when I read. I can't really listen to music that has like English lyrics because I read in English and it's a bit difficult to then like focus on what I'm reading. So usually I either listen to K-pop or I listen to lo-fi music of K-pop usually. So yeah, I also have noise cancelling headphones, but I don't usually wear those when I'm reading because they can cause quite a bit of a headache if I wear them for too long while I'm doing something like reading. I feel like they are more handy when it comes to like, being outside or something like that. And yeah, when it comes to reading, I can't really wear them for too long. So yeah, now I'm also someone who hyper focuses a lot on something. And in this case, I'm going to talk about me hyper focusing on reading. Now, I'm well aware of the fact that like people who aren't autistic also hyper focus on things, but I'm talking about it from an autistic perspective. So yeah, obviously for all autistic people it's going to be different, but I'm just talking about my experience. Now, when it comes to like hyper focusing and reading for me, I used to be able to sit and read for like multiple hours at a time without doing anything else basically, and I can't really do that anymore because of my like chronic illnesses. I can't really sit and read for that long because if I sit in one position for too long, like my symptoms become a lot worse. So yeah, I can't really do that anymore, but I would like to be able to do it again someday because I got a lot of reading done with that. So yeah, now I am someone who's also very overly empathetic, and because of that I tend to cry a lot at certain scenes. So if I want to read like a sad book that I know is sad, I have to read it at a specific time or else I'll destroy my entire mental health because of something that didn't even happen to me. And I also, because of that, can't really read like cringy scenes in a book. Like, I tend to just like skim over them because if I read them, like it cringes me out way too much and I genuinely feel the embarrassment like it happened to me. And yeah, I know that a lot of people don't really know that autistic people can also be like overly empathetic instead of a bit like unempathetic. Like, I definitely can seem a bit unempathetic, I feel like, when I talk to certain people. Like, I know, for example, in high school, like a specific teacher who really didn't like me, like pointed out the fact that like she was being like really mean to me and she was trying to like literally like make me cry, and she literally like looked me in the face and said, I don't understand why you're not crying when I'm literally trying to make you cry. You don't even seem human. And I don't really think she understood why I didn't cry. It's just because I was holding it back and I didn't want the embarrassment that comes with crying in front of someone that you don't like. And so I just held it all back, and then when I left her office, I just found like a quiet room and just cried in there for like 10 minutes. Like, I feel like I can come over as a bit unempathetic, but I'm not. I'm the complete opposite of that. And my cat is gone, but I feel like I'm still gonna end this point and then I'll finish the video for today. I will still film the rest of it another time. So yeah, anyway, I feel like I can come over as a bit unempathetic, but I'm not. I'm very overly empathetic, but I feel like because I hold so many of my emotions back, I can come over as unempathetic. So yeah, can't really read sad books a lot of the time or like cringy scenes in books. So yeah, so I am going to end this portion of the video here because I'm in a lot of pain from sitting up for so long. I know it's probably only been like half an hour, but my body really can't take sitting up this long. Like, I'm literally struggling to hold myself upright. I keep like hunching over. And yeah, I'm gonna stop this portion of the video. I'm gonna see if I can grab my cat and do a thumbnail, because I feel like he's always in the video but he's never in the thumbnail. So I'm gonna see if I can do that. So yeah, enjoy the rest of this video, I guess, and yeah, I hope you like it. So it is now a couple weeks later, and I wasn't actually planning on filming this like second part to the video today, but my cat has decided to sit on my bed right as I was about to stop filming. So I'm gonna take advantage of the fact that he's sitting on my bed and he's sitting in frame by filming this like little end portion. I'm not gonna make it too long because, like I said, I already filmed some videos and I'm feeling really awful, and I feel like I look really awful as well. So yeah, I'm gonna make this very short, and yeah, let's just get into it. So the next thing that I really struggle with is textures. I feel like that's not really that out of the ordinary for an autistic person, but in relation to books, it usually is about like the feeling of the book, because I feel like certain book covers have a specific feeling to them and I really don't like them. I feel like a good example of those are Truly Devious. Like the copy that I have of it is different than the other copies. It's like taller and the cover is like a bit rougher, and I really don't like that texture. Like I struggle to hold it. So yeah, I feel like because of that I don't buy certain books because of the way that they feel. So I guess that's another way that like autism affects my reading and like what I read. So yeah, let's get into the next point. Now I don't remember if I already mentioned this in the first part, but I used to be able to like hyper focus on like reading, meaning like I could read like multiple books a week because my brain just craved another book. Like I felt like if I didn't read another book immediately, like it felt wrong. And I feel like now I really struggle to do that just because of like my, physical disabilities as well. Like I struggle to be able to, keep my attention on a book when I'm in pain. But I feel like sometimes I go through phases where I can still do that. I feel like the reading vlog that I filmed like a couple weeks ago, when I post this video, obviously it won't be a couple weeks anymore, but I will link it. I feel like in that reading vlog you can kind of see it, that like for like the first like 3 to 4 days of that reading vlog, I read like so much, like one after another. And then for like the last couple days I didn't read anything because like my body just didn't let me. And I feel like if I filmed that video like when I was way younger, I probably would have done that for like the whole week. Because like when I was younger, my chronic pain wasn't that bad. I still had chronic pain, but it was way less bad than it is now. So yeah, I feel like that kind of like limits the way that like my autism affects my reading in hyper focus kind of way. So yeah, I'm also gonna do like a video separately for like how my disabilities affect my reading, I think. But like I know that like autism is a disability as well, but I'm placing that separately because I want to make My Cat Is Leaving. But I feel like I want to make that video separate because I want to post them in separate months. Like this video will be for Autism Acceptance Month, and then the disability related video will be for Disability Pride Month. So yeah, I feel like it's because of that. Like I know that autism is a disability as well, like I know, but I do it because of that, because it feels better. And I'm also gonna do one for dyslexia probably, because I know that there's a day specifically for dyslexia, and I want to talk about like me being dyslexic and like being an avid reader. And again, dyslexia is also like, one of my like conditions or disabilities or whatever you want to call it. So yeah, sorry if you can hear my cat eating. I know that autism is a disability, but I just want to make like separate videos for some of them. So yeah. Now then, the last thing that I want to talk about in this video, which is good that it's the last thing because my cat has obviously once again left. So yeah, the last thing that I want to talk about is how, because of my autism, like I read more books with autism representation, and I will read books solely for the autism representation, as in like if it's not a genre that I like, I will still read it if it has autism representation, especially if it's by like an autistic author. Like I will immediately read it. And I feel like that's also a way that like my autism affects my reading, because it affects what I want to read, mainly being like autistic characters. So yeah, I feel like that's a good thing. I feel like so far I've only mentioned like not bad things necessarily, but like things that aren't that great that like my autism does to my reading. But I feel like me being autistic is not like usually a bad thing when it comes to my reading. Usually it helps me. So yeah, I feel like me being autistic and me especially getting a diagnosis of autism a couple years ago, because I only got it when I was like an adult, I feel like it also helped me like, diversify my reading even more by, reading books with autistic characters and stuff like that. So yeah, it's not like all bad. I just wanted to like say that. Obviously it's not. But yeah, I'm gonna end the video here because my cat is starting to like meow again. So yeah, I'm gonna go and give him some attention, and I'm gonna end this video here. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and bye.